I think the Statue of Liberty is a great idea for a speech. If you live in New York, like I do, you see it all the time. So the Statue of Liberty stands for America. It's a symbol of our country. Neil Kotler calls it a monument of breathtaking proportions, and you see it all the time in movies and on TV. Like I just saw it yesterday on a commercial, so I thought I'd tell you about the Statue of Liberty. There's a lot of symbolism in the statue. Here, have a look at this photo. If you could see the feet of the statue, you'd see that there's a bunch of broken chains around her feet, and these chains, they symbolize the end of slavery and the Union's victory in the Civil War. And then there's the torch, which is right at the top, and it's because of that torch that Emma Lazarus, the famous poet, wrote her lines about the poor and tired masses. And then there's the statue's crown, which has 7 rays. Now listen to this. One of the websites I used for research said there's 1 ray for each continent on Earth. The Statue of Liberty, it has a really, really interesting history, and I found some great information in a book called The Statue of Liberty. Did you know the statue was built in France? These 2 Frenchmen came up with the idea for the statue. They thought it would be a perfect gift for the United States. And construction began in 1876. It was finished several years later, and then the statue was taken apart and shipped to New York. And you can see in this photo what it was like when it was taken apart. And you can see in this painting how many people turned out for the celebration when it finally got to New York. Now, the architecture of the statue, it's really impressive. The exterior, it's made of copper. It's pretty amazing. And it's 2.4 millimeters thick. It's so thin. And the statue is more than 300 feet tall if you include the pedestal. And, you know, it's out in the wind and the rain, the weather all the time. There has to be something really strong underneath. And one of the books I read, it said that there's a 92-foot tall skeleton under the copper. And there are these bars that come out, and they connect the skeleton to the copper skin. It's so cool. I wish you could see it. And these bars, they help keep the whole thing together. Like, they were designed by the same man who built Eiffel Tower in France. And in her book, Yasmin Sabina Khan says that the statue was thought of at the time as the 8th wonder of the world. So I hope you can now see how the Statue of Liberty is such a great idea for a speech. And next time I go back to New York, I'm definitely going to visit it again.